Hello, everybody. Welcome to my favorite game of all time, Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, Crash is looking a little different today.
I'm just gonna use all these mingling world cards because why not?
When else are you going to use them?
I don't know. It's a good question. One that a mere mortal such as myself cannot answer. But maybe someone omnipotent such as Goofy can.
Goofy? Would you tell us when you're going to use them?
Speed of hard spears. Yo, lost connection with Goofy.
No!
Well, it's Riku part, so how's your day been, Mayo?
A day. It's very similar to yesterday when you asked me that question.
It's a whole new day. I just get another mingling world. Stop it, game! So, how's your life been?
It's the same question.
No. I mean, like, your entire life.
It's the same question, it's just a larger scale.
Well, my life has been terrible, okay?
I'm sorry?
It's not your fault. It's Nomura's fault for creating this game.
So, don't worry, I'm gonna be feeling every bit as terrible as you've been in like 3 months' time.
Woo! You know,
And I assume you have every intention of blitzing Cage 2.
I told you, I plan to make that like my only game probably. Well,
That Grand Prix, which is inevitably gonna still be around. You can't get around that one.
Yeah, pretty much.
Time.
I'm gonna kick your face, Romper. Just kidding. I'm not going to. You're just moving ever so slightly. I love you, Romper. I love you, bitch. Winston, you need to stop that, though. Stop it. Yeah, I see you, buddy. He's looking at me like, I didn't do it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Today is Thursday.
No, it's not.
Oh.
I mean, the video will
Yes,
go up
it
on
is.
Thursday.
This. Oh wait, no, it's not. Sorry, I'm really not used to us recording on Fridays. You can't tell me you are.
I mean, I'm not used to it, but I am, I guess.
You know what you are? A doctor for mayonnaise.
Mm-hmm.
I think, at least.
I'm a self-proclaimed doctor for mayonnaise. Even better.
The most trustworthy. Ha! Who like it? One more part of hearing this guy say "like it." Until we get to Kingdom Hearts 2, we don't get to hear him say it. It's someone else.
In darkness, which if anything, we're gonna hear more darkness as we go on, so
I want a compilation of every time darkness was said in this game, LP specifically. Thank you in advance.
I'm terribly sorry. Anybody that actually is taking that up, don't do it. You will go mad.
If you do it, then you get to buy me a pizza.
He's really hungry.
You know how, like, people... You know how, like, not... Well, I guess this could work for people, but it makes more sense when you say, like, a vampire. You know how vampires are bloodthirsty? I'm pizza thirsty. I can only live if pizza is given to me.
I feel like one of these days you're just gonna start up some kind of GoFundMe thing for buying pizza. You know, like that one time you tried to make one for getting a Slurpee.
I didn't do for. I was gonna do it for a Slurpee, but I didn't do it for a Slurpee because it was like there were so many hurdles just to do it. And I was like, I really don't want to go through like all like you had to like
Slurpee that badly.
You had to like prefer like you had to like or not prefer. You had to like confirm your identity. You had to like have proof that your bank account works and everything, so you like couldn't have it like sent to your PayPal or something, even though that'd probably be really bad in theory because you make a lot of money. That's a lot of fees you'd have to pay. But no, there was like you had to do so much stuff, and then you had to like write it down to be as authentic as like possible. There was just way too much work, and I was like, no. It wasn't even like a lazy thing. It was just like, this is too much for like a joke. I'm pretty sure when the guy originally, because I was basing it off the dude who did the potato salad thing, just so everyone doesn't know. I wanted to see
like
how well it would work for a
5 years ago at this
Slurpee.
point.
Yeah. I wanted to see how well it would work for a Slurpee, but I'm pretty sure at the time it was like much easier to get it all set up, because I highly doubt this guy went through this ridiculous effort just for, because he was asking for like $5 or something.
Please,
really small.
give me a potato salad.
He wasn't asking for people to give him a potato salad. He was asking for people to like help him get ingredients for it. And then it blew up. And that's how babies are made.
I'm sorry, I tuned out for a lot of it, but I heard the ending. So, a great story. I don't understand it, but... okay.
Well, we do need conversations to talk about. Let's talk about how babies are made.
Oh no, we have truly fallen to the bottom. That there is no coming back for us at this point.
So, Mayo, you tell us, how are babies made? How are babies...
I will hang up this call right now.
How are babies constructed upon the universal form of Earth? Are they built with 3 legs? 5 legs, perhaps? I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore.
Yeah, legs?
Legs.
Like it. Take this.
No.
Yeah, I've got nothing for that.
Like it.
I do.
Take this.
Not.
Darkness.
Ah, okay, you see, I was very confused at first, but then it made sense.
This is like the last part of Riku grinding, and I'm so happy. There is the possibility. I can't guarantee this. I feel like I'm telling you. I feel like 3 parts maximum of this LP left, and it's so crazy. I can't believe we've gotten this far in this game. This wasn't SA2 all over again.
SA2 wasn't theoretically something that had to go on forever, just you never wanted to play the game, especially when it came to Tales levels. Like, whenever one of those came up, it's like, well, I guess we have another hiatus for a year.
Until I decided that I would do it, what's it called, at the end of all of our recording sessions, otherwise I knew I was never going to get it done. And then anytime I missed a day, I would, what's it called, I would do 2 in the next one to make up for it. I was really good about that. If I didn't make that decision, the LP probably would have never been finished, let's be honest.
Never been finished. I doubt there still would have been a part recorded for it to this day.
It would be finished, but it wouldn't be... Stop, Romper. Stop it. It wouldn't be like... It wouldn't be 100% finished. It would be story finished, but it wouldn't be 100% finished. Ha! Take this! Darkness! Darkness!
Your Majesty!
the darkness. I hear the darkness and I look at the screen and I see light. And this game, it makes sense.
Light! How many levels do I even need? I need 5 more levels. It's so crazy. I've been waiting for this day my entire life.
Take this. Like it. Darkness.
Light.
Your Majesty. Time's up.
Never forget Billy getting light.
I don't get it. It comes out of nowhere. It's the only line in the game that it reads like that, but that kind of makes it perfect.
I love Billy's man. Don't you?
I don't know enough about him or his movies.
But his voice. By golly.
I
is
don't
it
really
voice.
know enough about his voice either. I'm pretty sure I've only ever heard him in this game. If I've heard him anywhere else, I wouldn't recognize it.
But his voice is so good, though. It's like really nice on the ears. At least I think it is.
Your Majesty. Time's up.
I'm not even looking at the game.
Your Majesty.
Do you even need to at this point? You just smash triangle button.
Yeah, I don't have to. I don't have to once. I do at the beginning, and I kind of do before I go into dark mode. But once I'm in dark mode, for the most part, no. Because you just grab the Mickey card and then you spam triangle.
Your Majesty. Time's up.
It's pretty wild.
Oh, you're up to 6,000 or just below it.
You know, when I walked into this room, I was like really curious on.
Like it.
I think I gained like around. It depends on the room still, but I gained like 6,000 to 7,000 per, or rather per. It depends on the battle, but I gained, roughly speaking, I think between 5 to 8,000. I want to say per battle, maybe a little lower on sometimes. I think that one I barely got any.
You got about 1,000 from that fight, a little more.
Like it.
Huh, ooh, like it. I can already hear Demix in my head. Maybe. I've heard it from the start, but now that I know this game's almost over, it's just like turned from a muffled version of it to a ever so slowly.
Proud exclamation.
Yeah, pretty much. Vanish!
Your Majesty.
I don't want to vanish.
Your Majesty! Come on!
Your Majesty.
Wait, did somebody say come on? Did somebody say the magic goofy words?
Come on! Oh, I wasn't
Oh,
looking at the
come
game.
on.
Your Majesty.
I'm really not paying attention to the game now.
Well, whatever.
This is probably the least I've paid attention to a Riku part, which is really surprising. It took this long. Come on, pop up. There we go.
The way you've been talking about it, I would expect that you were never paying attention to it.
No, I was, unfortunately, begrudgingly. Against my own free will.
Take this.
You have no free will when you platinum this game.
Take this.
The only free will you have is whether or not you're gonna stop.
Like it.
But, we're not sane people. We don't stop.
Free will. is a movie. I also want to say it's a book.
Might be. I wouldn't know if it is.
I wouldn't either, but a part of me feels like it probably is. Your Majesty, come on!
Your Majesty!
Don't worry, guys. This will be substantially faster once we get to Sora, because all I have to do is press triangle a lot. Because I'm going to be doing the Destiny Island version. Oh yeah, I gained that one. Finally, we're this. Look at our HP bar. Look at it.
Beginning to get actually disgusting.
And I still have a few levels of it remaining
Like it!
before it gets to its climax, its apex.
Your Majesty! Time's up!
The really unfortunate thing is like some of the damage, even though your HP is really high, some of the damage in the game like scales with your HP. So it while leveling your HP is still good, it's almost like kind of pointless at the exact same time because some damage does scale with your HP, I've noticed.
Point then.
Because it does block some damage, it's just not like a crazy amount. Really not. Good romper.
Hello, romper.
He's laying on the floor right now, probably because it's still a little warm in my room, suffice to say. My AC has a mind of its own, it just decides whether or not when it wants to turn on and off.
That sounds pretty normal, actually.
It's really annoying because sometimes my AC will be like, it'll turn on, right? Or somebody will turn it, and by somebody I mean Jeff, will make it like go down, because apparently it has to be 68 degrees in the house for reasons unknown. And what he'll do is he'll put it on, and then I'll leave it on for a few minutes just to let it go, and then I'll turn it off because it doesn't need to. It literally just doesn't need to be on. And then like I'll bump it up, like it'll be like 72 degrees in the house or something, or hell, it'll be like 70 degrees. No, it'll be okay. Let's say 72 degrees, right? In the house. And I'll turn it to, like, okay, the AC will pop on if it hits 74 degrees, right? And then, like, 20 minutes later, if even that, the AC will turn on as if somebody turned it down to 70 degrees. Maybe I just have an AC ghost. It just constantly turns on the AC.
First it was a water ghost, now it's an AC ghost.
I still need to know what happens with the water ghost thing. I was gonna ask my parents, like, I want to say like a week or so back, because it like kind of came into discussion, but like we got distracted by something, so I never got to fully ask it if they ever got like an answer to the water ghost, because that is still really baffling. Scientists are baffled, and we're scientists.
We're baffled. Him especially, he's very baffled. He gets his own home, he's like, what is this?
I was here too. So was my stepdad. And we had no idea.
Darkness!
Darkness! Darkness!
Majesty! Time's up!
Dorkness. Dork?
Orcness?
Vanish.
Your Majesty!
Your Majesty.
Majestic Sea?
Timbuktu. I hate Neo Shadows so much. Why do they exist?
To bring pain and misery.
They keep going in the ground as soon as I'm gonna hit them. I'm using Dark Aura. There's 2 left. I killed 1. Why? Them going in the ground should be like a card you can break. Gosh. Gosh dang it. I'm gonna yell at the top of my lungs.
Well, you all heard him. You better turn your audio down now.
3, 2, 1.
Aren't you all glad you turned your audio down?
Sorry for anybody. Actually, I'm not sorry for anybody who didn't turn on their audio because you were warned. And that's on you.
Well,
And if you would like to chalk it up to our fault, I will appoint you to our attorney, the main character from Ace Attorney. Still haven't played that game?
it's on the list of to-dos. Theoretically, he'll get to it by the end of the year, but there's still a list to go through.
Ideally.
I think the original idea was to get to it around September, but Kingdom Hearts 2 happened.
I love Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah, but it's gonna screw up our entire plans for uploads. And so it's Birth by Sleep.
Depends on how much you want to blitz through it. Maybe you want to blitz through
0.
I assume maybe you want to blitz through the story.
No.
Why not?
The more I can stall it, the better.
Why not, dude? There's this great thing called the mysterious figures.
You just answered your own question.
He's waiting for you, dude. He's been sleeping this entire time, waiting to come say hello to his new friend. That he's gonna be spending a lot of time with soon.
Take this.
You're telling me.
Like it.
It's gonna be really funny when you get to that fight and then you do it in like 4 attempts and you're like, how does anybody find this hard?
That's not gonna happen. Although I said the same thing about the punching game in Psychonauts, so I still
Well-
need to test through that.
You played through, or you've done that before though. You've never fought the mysterious figure. You
true.
never even beat Vanitas' spirit.
Although a lot of that was just because I didn't care.
Well, you were on the Remnant for a long time, you told me.
No, I wasn't.
You told me you were on it for a few hours and you couldn't do it
No?
and you gave up. But that's what you told me!
No, I didn't. Or if I did, I was lying. I spent like 20 minutes on it, if that.
You told me you spent a few hours on it and it was too much and you gave up.
No, that did not happen.
You lied to me.
I don't remember ever saying this.
You did!
Are you sure? Are you sure you're not crazy?
No, I'm not, because we talked about it many times and you were like, I tried the Venice Remnant for like a few hours and I just couldn't do it, so I gave up and never tried doing anything else ever again because of that on it. And I was like, oh, well, you didn't get to do Mysterious Figure because of that.
I mean, a decent chunk of that is true, except for the playing it for a long time.
I can't believe I was lied to. It couldn't have been another friend of mine.
Your Majesty. Time's up.
I don't remember ever saying that.
You did.
I don't think I would.
You did.
Your Majesty.
How's it feel being known as a chronic liar?
I'm still not convinced I said it.
I
So-
swear I'm not making this up. I swear because, you know, if it was a one-time thing, then maybe I'd be like, okay, maybe I'm just, like, thinking things up, right? But this has happened, like, multiple times is the difference. That I remember us talking about it at least 3 times.
I don't think I've even talked about it once, or okay, maybe once.
Definitely.
I don't remember talking about that much.
We've definitely talked about it a few times.
Like it. Darkness.
And that's why I was really excited, because you told me you spent so long on Vanitas Remnant, and I was like, oh.
And I probably will end up spending that long on Vanitas Remnant, but didn't really care enough about the boss.
They don't stagger.
I know.
They selectively stagger.
Your Majesty! Time's up!
I'm still not gonna tell you how to cheese that boss until worse comes to worse. Until push comes to shove. Granted, it's not like
I mean,
full-on
considering Birth by
cheesing.
Sleep, I'm gonna assume it's either involved with Mind Square or Thunder Surge. It's gonna be one of those two.
Like it!
I'm not gonna confirm nor deny either one of those.
Take
Those are easily the most broken things in that game.
They are, but it could also be one of the situations where, you know, one random offshoot command suddenly is
Majesty!
the answer to everything.
Excuse me, this isn't Dream Drop Distance where there's just one cure-all ability for everything.
Balloonra. Technically, it's all the balloons, but Balloonra's the best one.
Your Majesty! Time's up!
Weep, 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 weep.
Here too, make it stop.
Weep, 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 weep.
Vanish!
Bleep, bleep, bleep. I hate it. It's the worst.
Please go back to the save room, just get your health back.
See, that would be doing things in a fun way. Or rather, the easy way. I'm just gonna wait till I gain a level. So then I can listen to the glorious sounds of the breeze.
Take this!
And this is still a feature in Kingdom Hearts 3.
You mean the beeping?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Even Pokemon got it right. They toned it down. In the 5th generation, instead of beeping forever, they made a little song out of it. Whenever your Pokemon got to low health. And then in Generation 6 onwards, they got rid of the song, and instead, it just beeps like 3 times, and that's it. I think they learned that players don't need constant beeping to understand that you're at low HP. Even kids can understand. Even I can understand. I'm basically a baby.
Well, yeah. Attack is over.
You said
It has been over for months.
You said You said wham.
No, I didn't.
You did say wham.
You're hearing things.
No, you said wham? Question mark.
It's not
not-
eh. Like, eh?
Oh,
It's not crying.
it sounded like wham.
You're so desperate for an excuse, you're making things up in your head.
It did sound like wham? Like a question mark?
You're 96.
No, I think I'm at 97.
You showed 96 and you're leveling up.
Take this!
We'll check in a second.
Like it!
And I'm sure you would like it to be 97.
Yes!
Most definitely. I would like it to be 52. It is 96. I forgot I have to gain 6 levels this part, not 5.
Mm-hmm.
The other part's a 5.
Like it!
This part's a odd one. Oddball.
Take this!
This one's an ugly duckling. Guys, the health bar only gets longer.
Take this!
Mm-hmm.
It's already long. Darkness! Or more like dorkness. Because Riku's a dork. He's also a door to darkness.
Darkness?
3?
13?
7?
Take this.
Light?
Dark?
Like it.
Heart.
Take this.
Kingdom Hearts in a nutshell.
Darkness.
uh,
Your Majesty.
what's up with
Time's up.
Japanese things and light, dark, heart?
I don't know. I didn't know that was a Japanese thing.
It's like the generic thing to do in your RPG game. Look at that guy, he's just flying, dude. I don't know what to talk about. This is the worst. Let's talk about our feelings.
Well, now you know we've reached rock bottom.
What are your feelings?
You know, if I'm feeling anything, it's how do I stall this LP to be as long as possible?
Not happening. It's too close to the end for you to figure that one out. Realistically speaking, if you thought about this like at the start of the grind, you probably could have truly stalled it out. But nope, you were too late. You was too late.
Take this.
Yeah, that was me.
Take this. Like
Okay.
it.
Alright, no, but for real though. Let's talk about our
Take
feelings.
this.
When was the first time you fell in love?
Take this.
You know, he's tapped for conversation topics and he's going to this.
Come on, please, I just need something to talk about. I'm going insane.
Well, you just did it. About half an hour, yeah, that sounds about right.
So tell me, when was the first time you fell in love?
Time's up.
Can't tell, I'm intentionally ignoring the question.
I know you are, but I need stuff to talk about.
No.
If there never was a time, just say never.
Your Majesty. Time's up.
I'm about to fall asleep.
Oh wait, sorry. Never mind. I was very wrong. I couldn't think of anything. Then I looked over to my other monitor. It's like, oh right. Never mind.
What?
The three bikers hiding from the podium.
Is that the first time you fell in love?
Don't know for sure if it's first, but I definitely am in love.
When's the first time you fell in love with a human being?
Hey, that's not nice. Tiny has feelings too.
Yeah, but he doesn't count because he's perfection and you can't replace perfection, alright? When was the first time you had your first kiss? I don't know, dude. I don't know. I don't know. Give me something to talk about. Riff on something. I don't know. God, just like give me a topic.
As possible.
Give me any topic. I don't even care. Just give me one. Stop it, Romper. You're making me upset. Come on, give me a topic. Anything.
Your Majesty! Time's up!
God. You're literally driving me insane right now.
Is that the idea?
No, it's not a good idea. It's making me really, like, bored and, like, just, like, give me a subject.
If you get bored, you might stop the part earlier and we could stall this longer.
No, that
Stall
doesn't...
part like that.
Do you want me to beat this in all in one part? I'll fucking do it. I will do it. I don't even care if you leave in the middle of it. I will have it done.
Your Majesty!
You think this is a joke? You think this is a fucking joke?
Well, yes.
It's not. I will literally get it all done right now. If you don't help a brother out. You want to talk about stalling? I'll like force 5 videos of goddamn Kingdom Hearts 2.
Take this!
And you'll be like, no you won't, blah blah blah. But then I'll change the schedule every time. I'll reschedule every video. You won't even know.
Yes, I will, because I check the schedules way more than you do.
You do, but I will change it just because of you not helping a brother out.
Take this!
Just need something to talk about, like anything.
Should have thought about that going in.
Your Majesty!
Okay, let me think. Let me think of something that I think I could like talk about for a sustainable amount of time.
12 seconds.
Plus
Think
one.
anything for 12 seconds.
Let's see. What is something I can talk about for a sustainable amount of time? Stop, Romper! I swear. Yes.
Your Majesty!
I don't know why I have to tell you to stop so much.
Your Majesty! Time's up!
Let's talk about... I feel like, I don't think this was in a Kingdom Hearts part. I feel like I've asked you this question before. There's a high probability I have asked you this question before. Like,
Oh, what's the question?
what would you say is your least favorite game of all time?
I mean, do you really need an answer out of that? It's called Bubsy.
3D, specifically?
I haven't played another Bubsy, so...
So, okay. Like, you find it worse than...
Take this!
Aquaman. You find it worse than...
Like it!
No, like, Aquaman was definitely more boring, but...
What was it about Bubsy that makes it more bearable, or unbearable, I should say, rather, my bad, than Aquaman? Battle for Atlantis.
Just more frustrating, less checkpoints.
Controls?
What controls?
Well, I was more of asking, I guess, what is the game with the worst controls of the two, would you say?
I mean, for that one, definitely Aquaman, but it's not saying much. I mean, it's Aquaman versus Bubsy?
Like it!
I want that to be like canon battle in the DC universe.
Like it!
I mean, it sounds about as accurate as Aquaman's other battles.
There's only so much you can do with something in someone like Aquaman.
No,
He's
but
like the worst superhero on paper.
Your Majesty!
Like, in terms of, like, what he does, him as, like, a person.
Mermaid
like,
Man, a parody of Aquaman, is a better superhero than Aquaman.
Like, in theory, like, someone who talks to, like, fish and like, controls the seas and stuff, like, that sounds theoretically pretty cool.
Come on!
And I know the execution isn't like actually really that bad all the time. It's more of a like a media problem that ends up ruining Aquaman more than the concept itself. Like there's a lot of things I think you could do with Aquaman as a concept that wouldn't actually be that bad. It's just nobody like uses it to its fullest for some reason. And I'm unsure why. Like, why?
Because it's Aquaman and no one cares.
But he's like... It's like, you say that, right? And it's like a joke, but also, like, not a joke. But at the same time, like, so many people know who Aquaman is. Whether it's for, like, as a joke or not, it's like, he's surprisingly really, really well known. It's like... He's one of the most well-known DC, I almost said villains, superheroes. If he was a villain, he would never win.
Yeah.
I just don't know. It's just dumb. Like, Aquaman should be something that's like super cool in the grand scheme of things, like most superheroes. But every time somebody does anything relating to him, he's bad. You know what? Speaking of Aquaman, you want to talk about bad things? Let's talk about how terribly bad. Even though this movie is like a few years old, I think. I think 2 years old by this point. Talk about how like terribly bad the Justice League CGI is.
I never saw it.
It's terrible. Specifically the CGI. You know how people were giving shit, rightfully so, mind you, to the CGI for the Genie Aladdin, for the live-action Genie. It's like worse than that. It's like 2005 CGI. It's really bad. And there's a character that is all CGI, basically, Cyborg. So...
Wait, why did they make him CGI? He's supposed to be human, for the most part.
I think they did the thing where only like his half, if I remember correctly, only like half of his head is human, and then the rest of him is the robot part. So, why they did it, I don't know. What goes on in the live-action DC mindset? Who knows? They made one Suicide Squad movie and they're already rebooting it. Granted, it's by like a completely different company at this point, but that's still ridiculous. Ooh, I gained a little. 2 more. So yeah, no, it's just kind of insane. Kind of crazy.
No, I don't get it. Like, you think I don't follow the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Like, you see how little I followed the DC one.
I feel like the most people that follow the DC Cinematic Universe just follow it to see if it can, like, eventually get better.
Yeah, but basically. Like,
because DC is so much bigger than Marvel.
I think that's the only one I saw in the last, like, 5 years.
What?
I think the only one of those I saw in the last 5 years was Wonder Woman. I don't remember watching any of the others.
That's, like, their better movie of the bunch there.
Yeah, when it was still in theaters, I got some tickets on discount, so...
Oh.
It's like, okay.
It's actually not a bad watch then, so it's not like you got, like, robbed or something, even though it was a discount. It's not like you walked in and saw Suicide Squad.
I vaguely think I might have seen that too, but I don't remember enough about the movie to be sure.
I am not surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case either, because it is not a good movie. It is, as a matter of fact, a terrible movie. I feel like
I'm not sure
time
I got Psychonauts PS4 open.
Hold on.
Time for basic raining.
I'm literally gonna step away for 1 second to turn on my gosh damn darn dang AC. How are all of my wires getting tangled? I've like not moved an inch. Like what? Okay, there we go. Hold on, 1 second. turned my AC to 72. Hopefully it stays there. For at least a little bit. It says like an hour and a half, but if I'm lucky, it'll be 30 minutes sometimes. I don't know. My AC is very weird. Like, I know I've said this many times before, but it's not just like, it's not consistently weird. It's just randomly weird.
Yeah, no, now the stupid game is doing what I expected it to do.
What?
Which is that I can't hit any of these targets because they go away way too fast.
Because you're not LP in the game.
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't even pass the first one. I only got 27 points. That's the first of 5.
LPer's Curse and Reverse LPer's Curse, as I like to call it.
I mean, I think they're both LPer's Curse.
Well, actually, it's more of like LPer's Curse and LPer's Blessing, I guess. Because one thing is clearly bad, and then one thing is clearly good, so...
I consider them both part of the same bundle.
Yeah, I guess technically it
Everything
is
that can't go right will go wrong. Everything that can't go wrong will go right.
I guess curses don't inherently have to be bad, I don't think. So I guess it does really work either way. It could be like the curse of love. Though then again, the thing is like, if you have a curse, it can be good, but then it can be like, it can have its good and it can have its bads, and then eventually the goods can just become, like, just can stay bad sort of thing.
Okay, yeah, I'm actually getting genuinely ticked off playing this now, so I'm already stopping.
I don't blame you. I mean, you already did it once. I would have just taken the win, you know, but like, yeah.
I was just trying to make a point out of it, but it's too frustrating.
You won, you did it, you didn't have to retry it once, I don't think. Which I think is better than what I did. So, I think I had to I think when I played the game, I had to replay it twice. I
had no issues on the PC version, so I am definitely thinking there's something between those two.
Again, I would agree if people on the Steam forums weren't complaining. If it was somebody on like a different forum complaining about specifically the PS4 version, or hell, even the original version or something, you know, then I would be like, yeah, that has credibility to it.
I wish I could just throw the controller at you and let you play, because, yeah, I cannot hit any of these targets. They drop down immediately.
And I would love to play, because I genuinely am curious myself, but unfortunately, you're not near me. I mean, you can toss it at your monitor. I wouldn't recommend it, but...
no thanks. I just got this monitor a couple months ago.
It should be a curved monitor.
No thanks, I like money, not curved monitors.
I like money. That's why I'm spending it all right now.
On pizza?
Yes. What kind of toppings you want? He thinks it's a joke.
I do.
It is a joke.
Take this.
How long is done Neo Shadow? I'm like literally just not. I do only at the beginning, mostly just because I have to make sure that I position myself for the most like optimal killing of the Heartless, hoping that I get a warp break, obviously, because you know, you can't guarantee.
Your Majesty. Time's up.
What level are you at now, by the way? Are you 97?
Yes. Sorry, I'm literally not looking at the
Fine.
No, it's not. Nothing's fine in this game. Should have checked really quickly. I'm pretty sure I'm level 98.
Take this.
Last time I checked was when you were talking about if it was 96 or 7.
No, it was 90. It was 96, I think. 'Cause I thought
yeah,
it was
at the time, but
97.
it's been a while since then, though. So
Yeah, I think I'm at 97 still. Yeah, I'm at 97 still. But I think I'm like halfway there or something. 21,000. Eh, it's not halfway. Because 36,000 is the amount of points you start, or you need at the beginning of the level.
Like it.
Dang it. I really hate when the first one does. It should just be a guaranteed work break. I know that's OP. Granted, if they did that, they probably wouldn't give me any EXP, but it's like, what can you do?
Like it. Darkness.
What can you do when you have to go?
okay.
It rhymes.
Questions I didn't expect to hear.
It rhymed. That's like the only reason I said that.
Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, come on!
Sora,
Donald?
Goofy.
Adam.
Vanish.
Not me, it was like, what?
Taco Tuesday.
That already happens, technically. Because
Aw.
it's not Tuesday. Next week. You have to wait till next week.
Okay.
When it's Taco Thursday.
Like it.
Claws for alarm!
When did we start playing Bubsy again?
Right now.
Take this.
Is it bad that I'd rather play that than this currently?
Yes.
Darkness.
At least I'm doing something in that game. Yeah, it might not be fun, but is this any fun? There are no winners. Romper, you just licked my controller.
Would you rather be bored or frustrated? I guess that's the question.
Frustrated, I guess, right now. Actually, no, it doesn't really matter.
Take this.
Or would you rather be bored and frustrated? You could also ask that, 'cause that's kind of how I feel playing this game.
Darkness. Your Majesty. Time's up.
I hate it when all these guys spawn near like the wave end of the wave. Also, even worse when you don't get a Mickey card because you want to use the, I think it's inverse burst, I believe is what it's called. Man, I am not getting any Mickey cards like that. I just want inverse burst. Oh, there we go. Of course. Where is it? Where is it? It disappeared? Oh, no. I was about to say, it literally just appeared.
Time's up.
The cap of something I had fell off and I can't find it. Ow, and I can't get this protective shit off. I'm trying to open something, but okay. You know how like when you open up like they've got like a lot of things, they have like a protective seal so the contents don't fall out by chance, like the cap turns on or whatever. Sometimes for these little things that I have, they're really easy to take off, and other times they're like the hardest thing in the universe to take off.
Like it.
It doesn't help that I really don't have nails, because I've got a bad habit of like chewing nails, thanks to my dad. When I was a kid, he used to do it all the time, and I thought, I don't know, I should do it or something. I also just lost the cap to this thing. It fell, and I don't know where it fell to. I can't be arsed to figure it out.
Well, okay, but it's off in the ether.
What?
Well, okay, then it's off in the ether.
I thought you said soft in the ether, and I was like, what? That doesn't make
Yeah,
sense.
soft in the ether.
Yeah, that's why I was like, what?
Like
Doesn't
it.
make any sense. What does that even mean? Come again in English.
Darkness. Your Majesty. Time's up.
Probably, I think I have a general idea where it's at, but I don't like see it at a cursory glance, and I don't really feel like looking everywhere to figure out
Your
where it's
Majesty.
at.
Time's up.
Where is? Of course, there's no Mickey card. Oh, and then as I say that, a Mickey card appears. I guess. I get what I wish for. Let's say.
Your Majesty. Time's up.
Okay, these caps will not come off. And it's getting really freaking annoying.
I bet you just going on about these caps now. You care so little about what you're doing.
Well, because I don't. There we go. Because I don't have to really like try in this game. I don't have to do anything. There we go. I think there's one more enemy here. I think. Nope. Never mind. Oh! There you are. I'm almost at level 98. Very close.
Oh! I think you're basically done.
Yep. How long has this party been going on?
50 minutes. Or wait, no, that was going for 10 minutes before it's going for less than that, so maybe
Around an hour.
55.
Oh, that's actually what I expected. Actually, I kind of expected it to take a little longer.
Well, you still have one more level to go.
I know, but I thought it was going to be like an hour and a half.
Oh.
Or like to finish the part off in general. I don't think that's going to happen. Maybe. I guess I'll just keep using the rest of my mingling worlds. Why not?
How many mingling worlds did you even have? I wasn't really looking.
I think I have 2 left. Either 1 or 2 left after the one that I just used. I had like 6 or something at the beginning. Like 4. Actually, no, I might have had like 5. Maybe 4. I think I had 4, but I got another one in, like right afterwards, so it got turned 5. That's just an assumption. I don't know offhand, truly. Plus, I wasted one, or not wasted one, but one of them was a waste because it was a freaking bottomless darkness. And while I was kind of thinking about using it, I was like, maybe it'll be really good. At the same time, I was like, it's not really worth a test run. And it's also just shadows, which in general are just really annoying to deal with. Shadows, Neo Shadows, anything really. Also, not only that, but it's really hard to figure out where you have been and where you haven't been in those rooms. And I think that's like the main... That's probably the main drawback, actually, is because they might be actually super efficient in some places. They actually might be like super efficient. For example, if you're Sora and you're going for level 99, you go to Castle Oblivion, you might be able to use them. But the thing is, you don't know how many battles you've done. They're supposed to be like huge rooms full of battles. But you can't tell how many you've done and how many you haven't. You probably have to like scope the room like 4 times just to be sure that you got all the battles.
Well, I mean, isn't that half the fun? You get to run around. That looks. Hey, did I fight you? Did I fight you? Yeah, this part's empty. This part's empty.
There we go. There's one more level. One more level and it's over. It's gonna be great. God, ooh, you like it? Dance, water, dance. Oh, sorry, monkey.
Like it.
Though we are almost there. Maybe it will take an hour and a half altogether. I didn't see how much EXP I needed. Like 38,000, I think it was, after seeing that number.
I mean, that's roughly what you've been getting the other levels too.
No, I think it was like 36,000 for the last few levels. Which, granted, 2,000 is like...
That's like 2 more fights.
That's the equivalent to 1 or 2 more fights, depending on what like the fight is. Gimme, 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 gimme chicken tendies, whether they be crispy or from Wendy's. Ah.
But I guess Wendy's can't have crispy chicken tendies.
Like it.
Well, just how the copy pasta goes.
Like
Right?
it.
There's a copy pasta of this? What?
Yeah, if you Google gimme gimme chicken tendies, whether they be crispy or for Wendy's, I'm pretty sure you'll get the full thing.
I did not know this
Though
was
I
a
want to
thing.
say I could be wrong. I want to say it might be racist. I'm not sure though. This was a really old, like this is from like early 2000s, or not early 2000s, early 2010s. So people could get away with dumb shit like that, and less people would care. Stop it! I'm doing something.
Your Majesty.
Why are you making me pay attention? I just inverse burst and I just sit there. Sometimes I move around, but it doesn't really matter. Come on, please.
Like it.
Yeah.
Take this.
Ooh, 2 work breaks in a row. Quite uncommon. No, no.
Get it.
No, no. Stop it. Stop it. No, stop it.
Like it.
That's the worst possible luck on this race.
I wasn't online. I assume you did.
Yep. Yep. I was in first place and now I'm in last.
I mean, I told you
By a
what
significant mile.
I told you what happened to me. It's the same thing that happened to me, except I didn't get put in last. I was almost in last. Somebody just so
I've
happened
been
to be
repeatedly
worse.
getting harassed with the clock items right when I'm going over jumps. And
For me, it was like I literally just got hit by like 6 things in a row because the game just really had to screw me over. And
oh yeah, that happens too.
It was in
I'm
Dingo
surprised
Canyon.
it's taking you that long.
Well, it's because usually I'm so far ahead in first.
It's like that's just like a day-to-day occurrence.
Yeah, I know. But I was in first, so I'm usually really far ahead in first. But it was like Dingo Canyon, so it was like one of those stages you can't really get stupidly far ahead of people. You can get decently far ahead of people, but not like insanely far ahead. Because it's just so simple. Also, they made the shortcut at the way beginning like basically non-existent, so... From the original game, that is, if you remember it.
It was barely existent in the original in the first place. It didn't save that much.
It didn't save... I think if you could do it optimally, it'd save like a second.
Exactly, it barely saved any time.
Well, that's how most of the shortcuts are in just the base game as is. Like, the one in Coco Park, that saves like maybe 2 seconds at most. Maybe. Like, just by doing it once. You know the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, the one to hill.
The quote-unquote shortcut. It's kind of weird calling that a shortcut. It's more like cutting corners. Except that's just super cutting corners.
Your Majesty. Time's up.
Also, look at my HP, guys. This is how crazy the HP gets in this game. This is the only Kingdom Hearts game where the HP kind of goes above and beyond in terms of length. I mean, Kingdom Hearts 1 you can get it kind of silly high too. But you can...
Have you seen Goofy?
Well, Goofy's is just oddly inflated for reasons unknown. That's why whenever I was younger, I would always try to have my bar be higher than his. I thought that meant I would have more HP than him. It turns out there's a high probability you will have more HP than him. It's just, for some reason, they inflate his bar like crazy. I think it's supposed to be like a visual cue that he's just like really tanky or something.
Yes.
It just comes off really weirdly. And plus, well, I was gonna say, and plus, in Kingdom Hearts, it doesn't really matter if they're alive, but I think Kingdom Hearts 1 is probably the only game that I could say kind of matters if the teammates, if your teammates are alive. Kingdom Hearts 2, they can come in clutch and critical mode every now and again, but they're kind of just sideliners there. In Kingdom Hearts 3, they actually have a use. Thank God. Outside of just being your slaves, though for the most part, they still kind of are your slaves.
No, I have not booted the game up since launch, so that means no critical.
I am. I'm just glad that they got a feature to turn off attraction for it. Granted, it's an ability that costs 1 AP for some reason. It's literally a crippling ability.
I mean, don't you also have to turn on 0 EXP, and that's one that costs 1?
No, I think that one costs 0. Critical mode is like how the game should have been to begin with, but you know, that's what I feel about all the Kingdom Hearts games, to be fair.
Like, you're probably not the target demographic for those games, though.
But I'm a fan!
For some reason.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how I'm still a fan. It's you know, I'm probably only still a fan because when I was younger, I played the first game like way too many times. Like way too many times. Even though I prefer 2 personally nowadays, I played 1 like crazy. But a lot of the reason why I played 2 more or 1 more anyways is because I just never had to. For the longest time. I had it for a while, then I lost it, I think, or my friend took it from me. I would say I still have the manual around, which I do have my old manual around still, but I also have the original PS2 game, also. It was given to me, I didn't have to buy it. My cousin gave it to me because he was like, he's not somebody who cares about collecting, and I was like, I'll take it for the collection. Now I don't have to buy it in the future. Now I just have to buy Final Mix in the future to create the have the good collection, the full collection.
So you're gonna have to go back to Japan.
Or I could just go to this beautiful place called like Amazon.com. Where there's this.
Does Amazon even have overseas shipping?
Yeah. Some of the products they'll specifically say like state like Japanese import. Like I'm pretty sure, like Google, if you Google Amazon, Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, Japanese or something, you might get a page that says Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, and then in brackets it'll say Japanese import.
Okay, I guess I've somehow never seen that.
I know you can also order things on Amazon, on Japan online. I think it's just obviously a bit more convoluted because, you know, it's not your country's Amazon, technically speaking. But it does all like the price calculations, I think, and stuff like that. I think. I could be wrong. I'm really close, I think. I think I'm like 15,000 away, I want to say. I could be wrong. We'll see in a second. I'm about to grab a little beat. 16,000, I think that said?
Yeah, dude. 17K, just below it.
Yep. So, we're up there. How long is the party going on now?
It says an hour 12, but
it's about an hour 10. I think it's like 3-ish minutes or something ahead. So we have to cut it. By we, I mean you.
not going to cut it, so...
You are. Don't make me tell Mom. It's my turn to play the Xbox.
Okay, go buy an Xbox so you can have a turn to play it.
One of these days, I really want to. Once I can get like some income where I can actually spend money and stuff, I do want to get an Xbox at some point. So that's the only console that I've like never, like home console, that I've never really had the opportunity to play things on, and I do know that there are a few gems on there. Even if they're like not the greatest games in the world, there are a few like kind of hidden gems on there. Like Blinks, I think is the name of the game.
Yep.
Time Cap?
I mean, it was good enough to get a sequel.
Yeah.
There's 2 of them.
And it's Xbox exclusive, so I've never played it before. I've heard it's.
I thought it's meant to, because you know Xbox 360 backwards compatibility, but
Yeah. I've heard it's like not even. It's not like like I said. It's not like I've heard it's not amazing or anything, but I've also not heard it's bad per se.
people say they like it, but
Yeah.
it's there.
I think it's literally called like Blinks the Time Sweeper. I think.
I don't even think it's that much. I think it's just Blinks.
Maybe I'm thinking of the sequel then, or Blinks 2 Road to Ruin.
Isn't that just a Crash 2 level?
Yes. Probably one of my lesser Crash 2 levels at that. No, lesser, actually. I love the Ruin levels. There's only 2 of them. I think I just love them aesthetically. They got some of the cool designs in general. Wait, this is a black mushroom room. Why am I here? Wait, don't these guys give you XP actually?
Take this.
A little bit, probably.
Oh, but I have to deal with this.
Yep.
Here, let me see how much EXP
Like it.
real quick. What? Do they resist warp break?
Okay, you found the one enemy in the game that resists warp break that isn't a boss.
Imagine if it didn't. If like they had a programming error and you can just warp break all the bosses. It'd be really funny, actually.
I mean, you get the card from Luxea, so you'd only really be able to use it for like 2 bosses, but still.
Still, it'd be really fun. Like, imagine you're fighting Ansem. Warp break! He just disappears. The ending cutscene plays.
It'd be great.
Alternate cutscene.
Ansem, yoo-hoo, where are you?
Then that means there should be like an alternate.
Very confused
There should be an alternate continuity for all the people that like have a 1.5 plus 2.5 save of like Chain of Memories or something on their PS4. If they have a save where you do that, Kingdom Hearts like 2 and 3 and everything all have a what's it called? They could have done that. I'm telling you, dude. They could have even done that in the past. It would have been crazy. Why didn't they do it? This is a brilliant idea. Come on, Square, hire me.
Yeah, but it's too much effort.
You're right. Also, it'd make the game much more convoluted. Games, rather. Really close. I'm over 9,000 points away. Remember that one time you said over 9,000?
I mean, no, but I probably did at some point.
You did. I don't remember what it was for specifically. I think it. I almost want to say it was in Crash Team Race, like Nitro Field. I got like 9,000 coins or something. And
No, there's no way I would have said it that recently.
I know you said it in an LP of something. I got 9,000 of something, and I was like, dude, say over 9,000. And you wouldn't say it until I got legitimately over 9,000.
I don't remember this at all.
I don't remember what it's from. It happened. It definitely happened. See, this is you're forgetting like everything I'm mentioning. I know you did this before. I just don't know what it was from offhand. It's something on our channel, and it was something I think within the past month. That's all I can remember for it. What have we done in the past month where that might have made sense?
Nothing. It's the thing.
I know you said over 9,000 on something. That's the thing.
And I know you're crazy.
I'm not. I'm gonna find it after this video, because I know you did. Granted, it's probably gonna be a pain in the butt to find. Oh, it was the Moogle point. It was Moogle points.
Okay, well, okay. If it's Moogle points, I can understand why I wouldn't remember it, because it's Chain of Memories.
It was Moogle points. I know it is. Now do you believe me, punk?
A little more.
I'm still. You still gonna force me against my will to find this proof for you?
I wasn't forcing you to do that in the first place.
It's true. I'd probably, even if I gave you the proof, you'd probably be like, nah, I've doctored footage.
How'd you know?
I definitely did say this.
Your Majesty. Time's up.
Even though it's more of something I would say. you're so close. Oops, I didn't mean to use Mickey Mouse Miracle too.
Look, clearly you needed all that extra health, right?
Guess so. Vanish! Why is it sometimes the deck has a high potion and other times it doesn't? Does it just give it to me when I just like use a whole bunch of cards?
No?
Like, I've noticed this. Like sometimes I have a high potion sometimes at the way end of the deck, or does it just do that to Riku sometimes? Like, let me review the deck real quick. I'm kind of curious. Yeah, there's a high potion right here.
Can high potions not be reloaded?
They can't. But like, wait, what happens if I? Oh, do you mean like if I just reload once?
Yeah, or even
No,
if you just use the
still
potion.
there. That's weird. Sometimes it just disappears. Maybe it's when I'm just in dark mode. Maybe something with dark mode.
Could be.
I'll check when I hit dark mode.
I do. So many people think Otter Skyway online. It's terrible online.
Yeah, it's something with dark mode. Also, I disagree. I really enjoy Hot Air Skyway.
I don't like Otter Skyway normally, but it's so much worse online.
Hot Air Skyway became a stage I already enjoyed. It's like one of my favorites in CTR.
It's off my phone. It's purely because of the stupid clocks. Every time when you're jumping.
Fair enough. Fair enough. It's happened. Level up Master Riku.
I mean, what are you even still doing playing this? Turn it off.
Yeah, goodbye. If my hand was like right next to my mouse, I would have ended the part there. But I think that was the last Heartless of this room too. Okay, no, there was one more, but I'm not gonna kill it.
Why bother? Too much work.
Yep. Fucking done with this nonsense. 18 hours and 46 minutes to finish out Riku's stupid nonsense. Ugh. 90.
Remember what your time was at when you beat Ansem?
I think it's the second save. Let's check real quick. I was gonna check the trophy list real quick. 11:15.
Oh, okay. Lovely.
So it took 7 hours. Over 7 hours to get to level 99. No, get me out of this Facebook group.
What Facebook group were you on?
It tried to put me into the, what's it called? The official Facebook group. Alright, so 95%. I'm pretty sure it's just the 3. Synthesize 300 rooms, and then level 99 with Sora. Depending on how fast I'm gaining levels, this could be one more part, guys. There could be one more part to this LP, guys.
He's dreaming.
There could be one more part to this LP, guys.
If you get to dream, I get to dream too. There could be 20 more parts, guys.
No. I can't believe it, guys. Well, that's gonna be the end of the Riku parts. Well, I'm glad to say I'll never get to play this as Riku in this game ever again, because I don't think I'm ever picking up this game again. So see you guys in the next part, where we potentially finish off the rest of the trophies. At the very least, we're gonna get the 300 rooms probably, or the starting the level up. If we don't get to 99 in efficient time, then we'll split it into 2 parts. But the next part might be the end.
It happened. Stupid clocks.
Of course. So yeah, we'll see you guys in the next part, where we do potentially the last part of Chain of Memories.
He's streaming so hard.
I'm not. It's gonna happen.
Well, sure, if you force it to happen.
How many levels do I have to gain to Sora?
I want to say
11.
You're 80 something.
if it's fast enough, because in this stupid thing, you can't just clear a room in an instant. I can as Sora. So yeah, well okay. I'm done stalling. I'm done playing this game. I want to fucking close it and never open it again until I have to play it again. So I'll see you guys next time in hopefully the last part of Chain of Memories. Say bye.
Why are you crying? I should be crying.